My name's Chris Figg. I was playing football since I was 6 years old and had to stop playing by the time I was a junior in college. The night before we played for the Mid-South Conference Championship, I found out from the doctors that I wasn't able to play anymore because I'd already received permanent brain damage and they didn't want me to get any farther. They said if I was like going to the NFL or trying to further my career, it'd be a different story, but where I wasn't doing anything else with football, they said it was best to just stop while I could still remember stuff, at least as best as I could. I'm always going to miss football. Like, you're always going to miss the sport no matter what, whenever you're done with it, but I'm just glad I didn't walk away from the sport and quit like I had wanted to so many times. But I'm glad that I was able to make my peace with it and be able to get over it before my senior year. There's not a lot that I remember. I remember stretching and going through an individual drill, but other than that, like, there's no memory at all. Then I was just in the hospital all of a sudden, so it was kind of scary.
Yeah, so what happened, the last one that kind of put everything, that kind of was the defining factor, was we were at practice, Fig pulls to the left, which is my right. He's pulling this way, and a linebacker is scraping over at the top, and as Fig is coming in the hole, the linebacker meets him and hits him with his face mask while Fig's got his head kind of down looking at the ground because he's getting ready to come up to look and see where everybody is to find his block, but he's still got his head down a little bit, and as he rounds the corner, the linebacker hits him in the crown of the head, and when he does, it knocks Fig up, and he stands up and kind of steps back a little bit and then looks around left and right and then falls.
Like I said, I don't remember falling to the ground, but I remember waking up in the hospital and just feeling so useless because I woke up and I had a neck brace on and I was like in a gown. My girlfriend was there next to my side and I was freaking out. I didn't know how I got there, and it was so scary because I'm like, how the hell did I get here? How the heck, like, what happened? Did I get hurt? Like, I don't remember anything. Having my family as a support system along with my girlfriend helped out a lot. I mean, I still remember the day of finding out, calling my dad and just crying. Like, I couldn't help it. It wasn't, like, at first I thought, okay, I've accepted it. I knew this was coming. But just to hear his voice and him ask me what's wrong, it was like, it was just hard to talk about. Being on the field again after not being able to play anymore was a little harder than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be something like just ripping off a Band-Aid, get it over with. But actually coming out here, it was weird seeing people practice. Just like how when you go back to high school to see your team play, like, it's different. Like, you feel like I should be out there, I should be doing something. But to just have to sit on the sidelines and film and stuff like that was pretty hard. Academically, it makes it a lot harder on me, especially going from a light to a dark room whenever the teacher turns the lights on and off, and having to stare at a PowerPoint or stare at a screen for multiple hours to either type a paper or write a paper. Because I already had chronic migraines before all my concussions, but then afterwards it's just made them a whole lot worse. There's times where I'll be sitting in class and all of a sudden I'll feel like I'm going to pass out because I've had, like, vertigos just hits me. I would still let my son play football. I wouldn't recommend it to him or be like, you should do it, but like, if he wants to, you can't stop him, obviously. But I'll definitely, like, if he has a head injury or headache, I want to look out for him more. And it's just with all the injuries that are coming out now, like, I want him to be safe. Like, I don't want him to play through injury. Like, if he's injured, tell the doctor, tell a trainer or something. The way I've taken it from these past 12, 13 years of playing football is that I want to make an impact on kids' lives, not only as an adult, but as like little kids in youth leagues and stuff, whether they have a learning disability or not. But my main aspect, like with the whole helping kids with learning disabilities, is mostly like helping athletes, especially because they already have a hectic schedule with work, school, and like practice and everything else going on. So just opening up a tutoring center for kids that can help them like better their skills, whether it's reading, writing, like science, math, stuff like that.